Hey guys, Carlos Perez here. And interesting thing happened to me. I actually posted online on Nextdoor about the primary trade lines. And it was really interesting that I had someone say that it sounded sketchy. And I basically had to go in there and explain to them how the novation process works. And I mean, it's not complicated. Like a lot of people think that it's a complicated process. But like if you just really go and you Google novation agreement, you'll see basically what it is. So it's an agreement between two contracting parties that allow substitution of a new party for the existing one. So basically, when we buy debt, there's two ways when you buy debt that you can actually handle um, everything. One would be we can basically go after the person in small claims court. We can file the against them and we can get a default judgment and then it'll be on that person's credit and they'll owe us that money. We don't want to hurt people. We were never really interested in doing that. And anyone that has owed a credit card company knows that that's what they do. You know, they file this lawsuit that you're unaware of. You may not have been served properly. And then one day you wake up and you get a default judgment entered against you by the credit card company. Now, that's really a fucked up way to do things. And yes, I said fucked up because it is. You know, you're already charging these high interest rates. And then when the person can't pay, you go in there and you sue them and get this judgment, which prevents them from getting a lot of things done. You know, the second thing to do is to have that party basically just agree that you're going to, transfer that debt from their name to someone else. And by making them aware of it, they know that now that debt will not affect them. And the new person that's going to have the debt, we can report it on their credit positively. So we can take, that 10-year-old account and show a perfect payment history and have that show on your credit. And again, if you just search novation agreement, you'll see the agreements, how it's done. It's legal. There's nothing, shady about it. People have been doing it all the time. A lot of people don't know about it because you're not in that world. This is something that's really more for the upper echelon people. And we just kind of fell into it by mistake one year, when we were looking at purchasing debt. So with the debt we purchased, instead of attaching it to the person's credit, getting a default judgment and really making their life miserable, we basically just have them aware of the fact that, okay, we're going to remove this from you. You're no longer going to be responsible. And the new party that's going to be responsible, when they pay us, that actually pays that debt off. So we can report it now as paid off. So those loans we have that are, 8, 9, and 10 years old, you can have a 10-year-old loan reported on your credit showing paid as agreed and with a perfect payment history. And we do that because we want to help people boost their credit because you know that once you have your credit up, you have more options. So for you guys that aren't aware of our main site up here, getfundingready.com, this is where you can go and you can get your credit repaired for free. We have the AI technology that basically, from the information that pulls from the credit report, so you basically just go here, you get your credit report, it'll automatically import it into the system. And based on what it sees, the AI algorithm will automatically go in there and give you the best reasons to dispute these items on your credit report. Now you can do, I think it's 6 items because you don't want to be trying to do everything at one time. They disregard it. So you kind of want to, over the months, just, argue those 6 things, argue those 6 things. And that's on every bureau. So if you have, like 12 things and they're all reported on each bureau, then, take the first 6 one month and then the second month do the second 6. And it's going to always give you the follow-ups, the file based on what it sees on your report. So again, it constantly looks at your report and it constantly, runs through the algorithm to determine what response you should have next. And this is free. There's no cost to you. The only cost is your credit report, which is, I think, $24.99, but it automatically pulls into the system and it does everything for you. So if you're looking to get your credit done, this is definitely the way to go. Yes, it's 24.95 a month. And there's no fees in this. We're not going to hide any fees. We're not going to charge anything extra. We just really wanted a way for people to fix their credit, because once you have your credit fixed again, you have options. So with this option here, that's to fix your personal credit. If you go into the building credit section, you can also get different credit cards, rent reporters. This is my company as well, where we can get your loans. But you'll want to probably end up doing like a business scan. In doing the business scan, that's going to tell you basically what you can qualify on the business level. You just go here and just run the free scan. It's going to take you over. You fill out your basic information, and it's going to tell you what you can qualify for. But before doing that, again, everything starts with your personal credit. You want your personal credit to be, something that gives you the ability to get better rates, get better opportunities and deals. So that's why we've added the ability for people to be able to add the primary trade lines. And again, these are primary lines. We report them. We do the novation agreement. We sign it with you. We charge 10% of the amount that you're going to buy. So if it's a $30,000 loan, you'll pay 3,000. We'll get that reporting. So you'll have the history. Your credit is basically made up of the history, the mix of accounts, either credit cards or installments, and this really helps you because, again, you have a 10-year-old loan that was an installment loan, paid off, so you got a perfect payment history. So now when you go to look at getting another personal loan, they can look back and say, wow, this was paid off. He did a great job. He was always on time. And that will enhance your credit. So, guys, there's nothing shady, crooked, devious, underhanded about the process of having primary user trade lines added to your credit. In the future, probably about like next 90 days, we will be acquiring some debts that will allow us to report monthly. And that's going to be like a different thing, because that is not going to be a one-time payment and it's going to post there. That's going to be an ongoing payment you have to make, because we have to keep reporting it. So on those that we have to keep reporting, there's going to be a monthly cost. For people that right now want to build their credit and get something started, the best way to go is to get these primary trade lines, just to have that installment loan paid in full on your credit with the history. And that's going to help you a lot. So I know a lot of you guys are getting your tax refund checks. Before you go blow it on a car or jewelry or something senseless, invest in yourself. Do something for you. Spend a couple $1,000s on you so that you can go and get $100,000, this year. And it only makes sense. I know a lot of you want the immediate gratification, but a lot of you are smart. You're tired of the game. You're tired of the tax season comes around, you get a car, it gets repossessed, you get jewelry, you got to pawn it. Whatever it is, you're basically screwing yourself. Invest in yourself, build your credit, and then let us walk you through getting your company structured right, getting your company credit built up, and then getting business loans. Now you got personal loans for like 75 to 100,000. You got business loans for 250,000. Now you can make real moves. You can go and get a car that you can put on Toro. You can get a box truck that you can start doing courier work. You can get a cargo van and start doing your courier business. Whatever it is, you'll have the money. Stop pissing off the little opportunities you get now and not having anything later, when you can invest now and have a lot of opportunity later. So guys, Carlos Perez, thank you for taking this time to listen to the video. If you have any questions about getting your credit repaired for free, getting your business scan done so you can set up your business the correct way, or just getting the primary trade lines, feel free to reach out to me. I'm more than happy to talk to you, help you, and get you on track. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you.